So this video is intended to teach you how to evaluate an exponential function. Well, the first thing is, an exponential function is simply an equation that has a variable in the exponent. So the variable is in the little number raised up behind. And it basically means to multiply the number that many times. So in this first one, find f of 2 for f of x equals 5 to the x. If you remember, you basically write down the base, and then the x is replaced with the 2. This is called function notation, and where the x used to be, there's now a 2. Where the x used to be, there's now a 2. So that is 5 squared. That means 5 times 5, because that means you're multiplying 5 times itself twice. And 5 times 5 is 25. So, let's look at the second example. Now, function notation is telling us in place of the x, put a 5. So, the 11 times 10, in place of the x, we put a 5. Now, that means 10 times itself 5 times. Now, using a little calculator, then you would put in 11 times 10. This key right here means the exponent. It's called the caret, is the fancy name. People call it house top. People call it the up key. And then we'll put in a 5. Hit enter. And your answer is right there, which is, we have 3 zeros. That is 1,100,000. 1,100,000. Now, let's look at example number 3. Where the x is, we're going to put a 3. So that is 4 times 9 to the 3 plus 3. Now, if you're going to follow the order of operations, remember you do exponents, then multiplication, then addition. Using a calculator, you put it all in together. Now, if you use the big calculator, the TI-84, then you would put in 4 times 9. The up key is over here, or the caret key or the house top. 3. Now to come off from there, you'd have to use the down toggle. So you just push this button to the side to come out of the exponent. Plus 3, hit enter, and the answer is 2,919. 2,919. Let's put boxes around the answer so they cannot get away. There they are now. So, number 4, we'll use without a calculator because 1's a pretty easy number to work with. You have 6 to the 1 because the x was replaced with 1. In place of the x, you put 1 plus 12. Well, 6 to the first is simply 6. And 6 plus 12 is 18. Because exponents come before addition if you're going to use the order of operations. Now, the last one, you have 8 times 2. In place of that x right there, you will put the number -2 plus 5. Now, I'm going to put this into the calculator and also do it by hand so you will see how to do both. Order of operations, exponents come first. Now, a negative exponent means your answer goes to the denominator. So that negative means the 1 over. 2 squared is 4. So 2 to the -2 is 1/4 plus 5. Multiply 8 times the 4th, the same thing as 8 times 1, which is 8. Divided by 4 is 2. And 2 plus 5 is 7. Now, if you put it in the calculator, then that'd be 8. Now, if you want to, you can use parentheses. Make sure that the 2's in parentheses and the exponent key right there, is on the outside. minus 2. Use the toggle to come down, plus 5. Hit enter, and you get 7. So I hope this was helpful. Pretty easy lesson on how to evaluate exponential functions by evaluate an exponential function, easy for you to say, using function notation. So yeah.